Hey, how are you, everyone? And welcome back. Did you have a nice walk or did you even walk? Did you run? Did you jog? I didn't do any of those because it's 98 degrees here today in Minneapolis. Yeah, Minneapolis, the North Woods, the frozen tundra, 98 degrees. So anyway, I really want to just thank all of you for participating in today's National Virtual Vision Walk. My name is John Cornell. I am the Director of Legacy Giving at the Foundation. I've been in this position for 10 years, half of that time part-time, the other part full-time. But I am not going to talk about legacy giving today. I have been given the honor, and it truly is an honor for me to provide the closing remarks for today's Vision Walk. So many of you know me, and I know tons of you out there watching and listening to this, that the Vision Walk is how I got started with the foundation. 15 years ago, I found out about this event 1 year after it started and participated in the Chicago Walk, which is where I was living at the time. Formed a team, really had no idea what I was doing, like probably a lot of you as well. Never really asked anyone for money before and was a little timid, a little shy about doing that. But I just put together a message, a story, a little bit about my story, a lot about the foundation and the great work that's being done. And what do you know, people responded, just like they've responded to all of you, with all the money that you've raised during our spring walk events here. So I've been involved for 15 years, and I participate now in the Twin Cities Walk, which is a fall walk. And with a little luck and some hard work, my team will hopefully surpass $1 million that we've raised in the 15 years of this event. And those of you who are doing this not for the first time, well, especially those in the first time, I guess, you know how difficult it is to ask for money. And each year it became a little more difficult for me to do that, to keep going back to the same people. But I will tell you that I received so many positive comments and remarks from people actually asking me to make sure I keep them on the list for next year, that it continues to motivate me. And what you're doing today in the spring events motivates me. And it's something that we as affected people, I have retinitis pigmentosa, as many of you know, with very little vision remaining. And when I started with the Chicago Walk, I could navigate the 3-mile walk myself without any guide or assistance. That's not the case anymore. I can't do that, nor can I see the faces of my kids, my family, my grandkids. So we all have a lot to work for. And I could talk a ton about the walk because it has a real special place in my heart with the foundation, and it always will. But there's two things that I wanted to mention to you that really struck me, and all related to the Vision Walk. Back in December of 2014, I found myself in the office here in the Midwest of one of our top foundation funded researchers, an award-winning researcher for the foundation. And I went over there for really just to have an exam, but also to participate in the genetic testing, which all of you should be doing who are affected. And I was sitting in the examination chair, and the doctor left the room, and it just struck me that all of these efforts that we make through Vision Walk, and that's what I was thinking about was Vision Walk, the $25 checks, the $10 checks, the $1,000 checks, the sponsors that we all work so hard to get. This is what it translates into: funding a researcher like the person whose office I was sitting in at that time and who was about to draw blood from me for genetic testing. So that's one thing that really struck me of how important it is what we out here in the grassroots can do through the Vision Walk program. The other part was fast forward to 2016, I had the opportunity to participate in the Reneron clinical trial in Boston, Massachusetts Eye and Ear Infirmary from 2016 to 2018. And again, our top funded researchers at Mass Eye and Ear, our former chairman of our scientific advisory board, sitting in their offices, sitting in their examination chair. And it again hit me about this is what the fundraising is all about. None of these things can happen without the work that we're doing, and particularly at the VisionWalk level. Thankfully, we have major gift officers trying to raise large gifts through the foundation. I do legacy giving, people that want to leave a gift through their will or their trust or estate plan. But the thousands and thousands of people like you out there pounding the pavement, raising money, raising awareness of the foundation, telling people the awesome work that the foundation is doing. And that's why people support us. Sure, they support you as an individual. They love your story. They understand the challenge of vision loss. But when we educate them about the work that the foundation does, they feel good about whatever check they write or whatever credit card amount they fill in the box. It really makes them feel good, and that's why they come back. Our mission at the foundation is to raise money for research. All of us that do the walk, we know that there's an added benefit and bonus to us, and that's support, the camaraderie that these events bring to us in getting together. And it's so unfortunate that we're not able to get together in person, but that's going to change this fall and certainly next year. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the work that you are doing. I pledge to you that I will continue to do this for the current generations and for future generations. And we can do this through the WALK program. Don't you ever think that a small donation is not meaningful, because it is. You heard Michelle tell us early on that we've raised over $58 million through the VisionWalk program. And you in the spring walks have set the bar pretty darn high for us in the fall walks. I can report to you that we've raised over $1.1 million so far through the spring walks. Additional donations will still come in. They'll be counted until the end of June. So please, please, please do follow up. It's hugely important. Let's get that up to maybe 1.5 million and really lay down the gauntlet for us here with our fall walks. And thanks again to all the sponsors that Michelle mentioned early on. We cannot do this without you. And it's not just the national sponsors and the partners, it's all the sponsors locally that all of you out there raise and connect to the foundation through your relationships and through your stories and through your education to them of the tremendous science work that the foundation funds. So thank you again for doing that. I hope you enjoyed the breakout sessions. I hope you enjoyed the walk, and we will be trying to beat you guys this fall here in the Twin Cities and all of the other fall walks across the country. My best to all of you, and stay well and have a great summer.